Some chilling comments today from Dr. Anthony Fauci. Here's the context. You may remember that it was 2 or 3 weeks ago when the president's guidelines were unveiled, guidelines that each state has to meet before even getting to phase 1 to open up. Well, as it stands right now, very few states meet those guidelines. In fact, a whole lot of states have cases that are actually rising. So what does it mean that these states are, even though they don't meet the guidelines, are now in the process of opening up? Here's Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I feel if that occurs, there is a real risk that you will trigger an outbreak that you may not be able to control, which in fact, paradoxically will set you back, not only leading to some suffering and death that could be avoided, but could even set you back on the road to trying to get economic recovery.
Dr. Fauci's words were supported by this site. 4 of the nation's top health officials and many senators attending today's Senate hearing remotely to avoid COVID contamination. More than 80,000 people in the United States have died from the coronavirus, and while the president has questioned whether that number is inflated, today Dr. Fauci said it's probably higher.
I don't know exactly what percent higher, but almost certainly it's higher.
The president yesterday held a news conference claiming America leads the world in testing. Democrats and some Republicans on the committee today begged to differ.
But yesterday you celebrated that we had done more tests and more tests per capita even than South Korea. But you ignored the fact that they accomplished theirs at the beginning of the outbreak while we treaded water during February and March. I find our testing record nothing to celebrate whatsoever.
The president offers a different conclusion.
We have met the moment, and we have prevailed.
And yet an unreleased FEMA report found that infection rates surged in early May by more than 70% in cities like Des Moines, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee, where businesses just began reopening yesterday.
But in other parts of the country, we are seeing spikes.
But with unemployment hovering around 15%, Dr. Fauci's observations did not go over well with one Trump ally, Kentucky Republican Rand Paul.
As much as I respect you, Dr. Fauci, I don't think you're the end all. I don't think you're the one person that gets to make a decision. We can listen to your advice, but there are people on the other side saying there's not going to be a surge and that we can safely open the economy.
I have never made myself out to be the end all and only voice in this. And we don't know everything about this virus. And we really better be very careful, particularly when it comes to children, because the more and more we learn, we're seeing things about what this virus can do that we didn't see from the studies.
And the projected death count continues to rise by the day. A key model by the University of Washington is now projecting 147,000 deaths by August 4th. That's 12,000 more than they projected just 8 days ago. And the reason for the grim prediction? So many people across the nation ignoring social distancing orders. Images like this one from Florida over the weekend as customers packed this restaurant on Mother's Day, refusing to wear masks.
We are mothers!
Demonstrators packed together, chanting without masks. And check out this beach in Naples, Florida. Local officials shut the beach down.
No social distancing at all, no masks.
In Tempe, Arizona, these college students who had just graduated from a school that was closed hosted their own celebration. And in the Bay Area, a packed parking lot at the Tesla assembly plant. Employees here are back to work at the direction of their boss, Elon Musk.
If you don't make stuff, there's no stuff.
Well, Alameda County tonight is saying, in fact, it wants Elon Musk to make stuff. They just want to make sure he does it in a way that will protect the workers. And they say they are trying to work with plan to put a plan together that will allow the plant to do some kind of a limited reopening while at the same time protect the workers. Let's go back to you.
All right, interesting, Randy. Thank you.